can be used in many rooms in your house. And what you're looking at right now is called It Works. Gee, could they have possibly have gotten that name because it truly does work? They are water-activated blocks that all with just the power of water and the block, they're removing dirt, they're removing stains. They really are this wonderful cleanup tool. And you get 30 of them. Yes, you heard me right. 30 of them for $21.12. But Christopher Joyce is going to join us again for this one because sometimes you don't need a lot of solution this and solution that. You just need the power of what's in your hand with some water.
Well, everyone knows these blocks. They're actually the same bald man blocks that you see in the big box store.
Yes.
In fact, we bring them directly from the same manufacturer in Germany. But this is our 10th year anniversary of selling It Works blocks here at QVC. So we decided to do something really special and make them extra strong.
Okay.
What I love about these blocks is they have 50% more of the melamine fibers, so they're 50% stronger, and they're going to last 50% longer.
So they won't break down as quickly.
Exactly, they're not going to break down as quickly. Plus, we put a nice scalloped edge so you can hold it very easily, and then we put these little dimples on here to add some extra scrubbing. So let's start cleaning.
Yes, sir.
So here we have a wallboard, painted wall. I put actually crayon, as we were talking here, right? Put it on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut the block in half. I like to cut them in half. They're a little easier to hold. And now we have 60 blocks rather than 30.
60 for $21.
Exactly. Now here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little face-off here. I'm going to put some of this chemical cleaner right, on here. I want you to take this cloth, and I want you to try to clean off that greasy, waxy crayon.
I'm sliding because it's wet, but nothing is coming off, and I am seriously pushing really hard.
Well, I didn't get
anything on that.
Well, just a tiny, tiny bit, but watch this. All you do to activate the It Works blocks is you plunge it in water, and then you're going to wring it out, and watch this. Now, that greasy, waxy crayon that the chemical cleaner could not take care of, look at this. It instantly attacks and absorbs that greasy, waxy crayon.
Can I finish up your mess so they don't just think that you have magic hands? So you just wipe it back and forth.
Look
That's
at that.
so easy.
Simple as can be. I'll tell you, I had the same issue in my home.
Yeah.
We were trying to sell our home. My 2-year-old daughter decided she didn't want to sell the home. She started putting greasy, waxy crayon all over the wall.
I don't blame her. She was attached
This was
to your
before
house.
It Works blocks, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it off very easily. Exactly. Now, here's the neat thing. To reactivate it, you can use them over and over and over again.
Okay.
Just put them back in water. Now let's go to the bathroom.
All right.
So now we have
scum?
the soap scum. We have the dirty grout, whether it's the mold and the mildew. Watch. It works just like it did with the greasy, waxy crayon. It's taking care and attacking the mold and the mildew, and also all that nasty soap scum, whether it be your shower door or the tiles. Absolutely no problem at all. You'll get the same results at home, no fumes, just using tap water.
Well, I will tell you, we have It Works at home, and I'm kind of the opposite of Christopher, where he needed them to clean up the house they were selling. I used them to really make our house sparkle when we moved into it 3 years ago. You know, there was some fingerprints on the wall, and this here and that there, and I just use this because you don't want to spray chemical and paint, because then sometimes the paint comes off. So it's just water and the It Work blocks.
Now here, I really burned on a mess on this oven door.
Did.
Now, I hope your oven door doesn't look like this at home. We're just doing this for exaggerated purposes. But you know the gasket area or maybe the window, even if you have a self-cleaning oven, it doesn't seem to get clean. Now it's going to do that, and particularly your pots and pans, your cook's essentials that have that nonstick coating on the inside, but on the outside, not so much. Just give me that little cloth there, please, and I'll just finish it off so you can see what a great job it did of getting through all that burned on mess. And now you'll be proud to display your pots and pans again.
My goodness. So again, you're going to keep them in your kitchen, you're going to use them in the bathroom, with the shower. You're going to really use them whenever you see this. Pen, marker, crayon, fingerprints, and you'll be really impressed with the fact that it's not removing anything you don't want it to. That's what I love about using them. I can go to the walls and safely know that where I'm using them, the paint will still be there, but the grime will be gone.
Exactly right. And I just love the fact, as you said, you can use it all around the house because you're just using tap water.
Yes.
But yet it has that power, these melamine fibers. These are our extra strong. They have 50% more of the melamine fibers. They're going to last 50% longer. And they're going to do incredible things like, not typically you're going to take off some spray paint, but about 3 hours ago I put spray paint on this tile.
3 hours ago, not
3
3 seconds ago.
No, and it is thoroughly dry. I'm using the same block that I started with because I want to show you they are truly extra strong.
Okay.
And now look what we're going to do. We're going to be able to cut through that spray paint, absolutely no problem. So you can imagine, if we can get through the spray paint here, you can imagine what it's going to do in your own home.
And I will tell you too, these are a little different than some of the other
Yes.
objects we're showing you this morning, where you don't put this then in the dishwasher.
No.
So you're getting 30 of them. Christopher suggests, again, you can cut them in half and get 60.
Yes.
It's an incredible value. I mean, you're spending change on each block, but then they just kind of slowly disintegrate, really.
Yeah, you see it starting to disintegrate. I'm using the same block for the whole 9 minutes that I'm on air here, just to show you how incredibly strong they are. Perfect for scuff marks.
Okay.
Rather than repainting your baseboard, take the It Works block. They're going to take off the scuff marks. So rather than spending a weekend painting, now you can just spend a few minutes cleaning off those scuff marks and your job is done.
Well, Christopher, will you remind me, just hold up a block that you haven't
Sure.
wet yet, and just tell everybody again, because of the 10-year anniversary, what makes this It Works block just even better than before?
Well, they're truly extra strong. So they have 50% more of the melamine fibers, so they're going to last 50% longer. Plus, we put the little scalloped edge, make it easy to hold, and then the dimpling, that adds a little more scrubbing power for you.
Well, if you are a person who doesn't love to use a lot of chemical to clean with, or you do have little ones at home, as I do, as Christopher has had young kids throughout his life, you know, there's always those items where you're like, no, don't do that. And then, you know, your heart stops for a second. This will get them up without hurting the walls, without hurting the floors. You know, hardwood floors are such a big deal right now. And if you take a chemical to scuff marks, you're also scared you're going to damage the hardwoods. This wouldn't do that.
Exactly right. So perfect for the shoes, whether you're golfing and you come back with all those grass stains, it's going to take care of that. Let's do another clean off here. I put some permanent marker here. I'm going to give it a good spray.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a cloth here, and I want you to take off that permanent marker for me.
I think Christopher likes to win in life, because he always makes me the losing cleaning girl. Okay, I'm scrubbing, you guys. I mean, I am really putting myself into that.
Yep, and the idea is that it's permanent, right? It's not
marker.
supposed to come off. But watch this. Using the same block that I was originally using, look at this. Instantly, the chemical cleaner could not take it off, but the It Works blocks, absolutely no problem on that permanent marker. And your job is done.
Now, how come I had to just break a sweat trying to get marker off, and you like spend 2 seconds of your life and get it off?
The greasy messes maybe on your glass stovetops, on your oven, on your pots and pans. Absolutely no problem. I'm using the same block, showing you that it's truly extra strong. It's going to last you 50% longer than the blocks maybe that you bought here in the past. Remember, it's coming from the same factory that the ball band blocks are made in. So let's go to the bathroom. The soap scum. Look at no problem at all. Your granite surfaces, your marble surfaces, it's taking off that soap scum without using a chemical cleaner. You're just activating it with tap water, and your job is done.
So I mentioned I have It Works at home. You know, I loved them because I got 30 of them for $21. But also, let me tell you this. Before we moved into our townhouse, we were in an apartment, Christopher, and you're not allowed to paint. So it's white walls everywhere. And it was a really neat apartment where you walked in at a lower level and then went up a flight of stairs. Well, I don't know what it is, but I bang into walls, apparently. I mean, I have scuff marks all over these white walls. And I'm not going to repaint my apartment. I didn't own it. But when we were moving out, we certainly were scared we wouldn't get our deposit back. That's when I bought my It Works. And just with water, I went down all the walls of our apartment, white walls with black scuff marks everywhere, and got them back to looking spectacular.
Now look, if you can get off that burned on mess, you know that it's going to get off the scuff marks at home, the soap scum in your home, the scuff marks, the permanent marker, you saw the crayon on the walls, and even spray paint.
And you know what, now I have a white kitchen island at home, and if somebody wears denim jeans and their kneecaps rub against the kitchen island, I use this to remove